Hello bandits. Courtesy of the folks at Innovina, Studio Kiku and PQube, I've been taking a look at the cryptic puzzle platformer The Plane Effect. The Plane Effect is a slow title with an isometric viewpoint that reminds me of my first time playing Batman back on the Amstrad CPC 464. This one provides a rather cinematic journey through a dystopian future world as you try and simply commute home after clocking off from your job as a corporate office drone. There is a twisted and evolving storyline as you solve constant puzzles to navigate through a bizarre world. You'll visit a fair number of different environments on your journey home, some of which you might anticipate, but a lot you likely won't, and each brings some nice atmosphere to your time in-game. The Plane Effect is rated by PEGI at 16 and above, and by the ESRB as Everybody 10+. There's not a huge deal in terms of blood in the title, but there is some basic violence throughout. There are also some more adult themes as you progress through the story, and some heavy-hitting emotions which can come through. Additionally, for little ones, it is worth noting that this is a very slow title, and with consistent puzzles, generally slow movement, while it's not awful in terms of content, it's likely not one they'd get along with in terms of gameplay. For accessibility, the Plane Effect is getting a rating of casual. This one has some decent enough checkpoints to mean you can pick up and put down whenever you like. In terms of difficulty, there are options not only for standard puzzles, but hints and even a full guided mode, which is nice to see. There's not a huge deal of reading to do at all, so while slow, it is at least good and accessible. Visuals lacking. At first the visuals were quite nice and I enjoyed the stylised cartoon graphics. Sadly, the draw of these does wear off fairly soon, and with a good number of clipping errors and visual glitches outside the ones that you're meant to find, while not awful, it could definitely do with more polish. Audio good. A decent showing overall here, and the musical themes and incidental music and cues are generally quite nice. Sadly, in terms of effects, I have found myself getting a little annoyed with the repetition of the no sounds when trying out puzzle solutions. Narrative good. It's not the easiest to follow, and there's a lot of analogy and allegories going on, but there's a nice narrative in the Plane Effect to uncover as you go along. Replay poor. I've not found many extra bits and pieces or collectibles, and in honesty the extremely slow pace of this one makes it one which is frustrating to play through for the first time, let alone go again with no extra experiences. Overall, the Pixel Bandits, there is no spoon level for the Plane Effect, is sadly given a miss. This one is just a little too slow overall, and with simple pickup and order item puzzles, it's not one which has posed too much of a challenge, most of the time. On top of this, certain areas which require close and accurate control are held back by mechanics which are instead laggy and sluggish, providing frustration as you replay the same 20-second version over again. Overall, while there are some good ideas and a nice story, this just isn't one we got along with. And that's all I've got for you today. Don't forget to check out the extended review at pixelbandits.org and keep your eyes out for more news, reviews and live streams coming soon. If you can spare enough for a coffee, every donation helps us keep Pixel Bandits ad-free and independent, and either way we'll see you again very soon, so don't wander too far.